Hello everyone, welcome to my Team Fortress 2 tier list. To get us started, I'm going to be talking about the Scout. The Scout's pretty good. He reminds me of German, because they're both from Boston. And I mean, I think he would probably get an A tier for that, maybe. Outside of that, he's pretty shit. He only has 125 health, so... next, I'll be talking about the Spy. So, I don't really like the Spy very much. He's too quiet, and I never hear him coming. And he kills me in one hit, which I really don't like. So I think he's a bit unbalanced. I think he might need a couple nerfs. And, maybe make the knife do 100 damage per backstab or something like that. Alright, and next, I'm gonna talk about the heavy weapons guy. You guys know the heavy weapons guy. He's the biggest class in the game. He has the most health, and his gun probably looks the coolest, I think. So I think he'll probably go in S. Okay, now I'm gonna be talking about the soldier. I think he's really annoying, so he'll probably get an F, I think. I don't really like him that much. Apart from when he's using the direct hit, then he might get an A, but everything else just really tease me off, so I think he'll be getting an F, unfortunately. So now I'm going to tell you guys what I think about the level 3 sentry gun. I think that the level 3 sentry gun is really annoying. I wish they'd just not make them. So I'm gonna have to give him an F, I think. Just a bit OP, really. Alright, so the level 1 health pack just kind of... it exists, I guess, but I don't know why I'd ever pick it up when the other two can heal you more. So I think it's just a bit useless. So for that, I think I will need to give it maybe a D. Because the full and medium health kits are just better. Alright, now I'm going to tell you guys about the Intel briefcase. I think this thing sucks. It just causes a lot of problems. It just ends the game, typically, which I don't really like. I'd rather just keep playing. So I'd rather it didn't exist. If we could delete the Intel briefcase next update, I'd really appreciate it. Alright, now I'm going to tell you guys about the payload cart, the payload bomb cart. This thing's OP as hell. If you push it to the end of the map, it explodes in this giant radius and kills everybody inside. Including your teammates though, so that is a bit of a downside. You kind of have to watch when you use it, but yeah, it's pretty good. It also wins the game, so I think that could get a tier. Alright, now here's the one everybody was waiting for. So here we've got Medic. I think Medic's pretty cool. I just think like he's a bit weak. If you come up on some people, there's very little that you can really do. But he's good at healing, I guess. So I guess we'll give Medic a B. He does kind of suck though, a little bit. Alright, and here we have my friend Foxtrot Uniform. Great guy, I really enjoy his company, but he doesn't play tf2 that much. So I think for that, he might be getting a C. Alright, here we've got CTF2 Fort. I think this is the best map in the game. I really like 2 Fort. I think 2 Fort is gonna have to get an S. I really like 2 Fort. I think it's the best map. Countless hours spent here for good reason. Okay, next we have the Unusual I unboxed the other night. I don't really wear hats, but this was my first Unusual ever in 6 or so years of playing TF2. And I think it's pretty cool. If I wore hats, I think I would like it. But unfortunately I don't, so I think that's gonna have to get an F tier. Okay, here we have Demo Man. Demo Man's a hard one to rank. There's something about him that's not quite like the rest. He's probably one of my favorite classes to play, but I don't like that people can spam the stickies at me. They're just really annoying, so he'll probably be getting a D, I think. Okay, here's the Dragon's Fury. This is probably one of my favorite weapons in the game. I just think it's really fun, and if you guys have ever watched the Uncle Dane video about Pyro, I think he got just about everything right, because when you kill somebody with this weapon, it feels deserved. It feels like you truly beat them. So with that, I think I'll give it a B, because if you're fighting an enemy Pyro, they can sometimes reflect it back at you. Okay, here we have my Strange Razorback. I bought this a long time ago, but I don't play Sniper. And if I did, I wouldn't use this weapon. It's not really a weapon, but I wouldn't use this thing. And so, I think I will have to give it a C. Just can't imagine a world where I'd use it. Alright, and I think this is the last thing on the list, for the TF2 tier list. The Enforcer. I hear a lot of people talking about how terrible the Enforcer is, but in reality, I don't think it's that bad. If you use it right, it's definitely not on par with the Revolver, but it's kind of like a third-degree Fire Axe type vibe. This is the Fire Axe in that hypothetical. Because it's not that bad, but you probably would rather use the Revolver. But I like it a lot. I think it's really fun. So I think I'll give it an S. That should be it though. Thanks for stopping by. Tell me what you think of the tier list in the comments.